Today is July the 8th. Welcome back to the live stream. And today's breakfast is not only soy milk. I also have some other food to combine together as my breakfast. Good morning, everyone. This is Chuntianle. Welcome back to my China series. And I'm the best-selling author and visionary leader in the world of music and art. And today I'm starting my day with a very simple but meaningful Chinese breakfast: homemade soy milk. Homemade soy milk. Soy milk, in Chinese, it is 豆浆. It is one of the most familiar, one of the familiar flavor in many Chinese family. For many people, it is not just a drink. It is not just a drink. It is a taste of home, the memory of childhood morning, and the love from our parents. In many Chinese homes, a bowl of warm soy milk in the morning represents a simple happiness, family sitting together, starting a new day, and sharing a peaceful moment. And today I'm enjoying soy milk made by my family. Beyond this simple breakfast, there are many stories. Stories about my parents, my hometown, and the tradition passed from one generation to the other. So it's lots of memory, parents, hometown, tradition, and childhood. And also the soy milk is starting a new day. Also today I'm going to beside the milk, I have the not only the soy milk but also the braised noodle. The braised noodle is kind of like fried. It's a fried noodle, braised and a fried noodle. Simple ingredients: green bean, green bean, um, pork, and preparation. And from the food, you can see something behind the scene. The careful preparation and the love behind the meal. So now I'm going to eat. So I'm going to start from the fried noodle, braised fried noodle. This is the pork. A pop quiz. What is this? This is star anise. Star anise. The little thing here corn pepper, green bean, pork, Hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. Those food I ate when I was a child. So when I eat it, a lot of memory from my child when I was a child. And Batu Fault. I don't know if I pronounce well or not. Welcome to join. Come in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. The childhood. Why I talk about this? Let me give you a story. Small thing can become big. This day I talk about the William Butler. I'm trying to think about name. I'm not reading, I'm talking. William Butler Yeats. So when he think his childhood, there's a sudden memory. That sudden memory is inspiration. That inspiration, there's a word pop up into his head, which is Innisfree. And after that, he composed, or he wrote his famous poet. The famous poet. The poet name is Lake Isle of Innisfree. So the childhood, when you have a sudden memory, sometimes small thing, the inspiration, when you do the art. So when you work on the art, this like a sudden memory can create something amazing. So that's why I talk about the William Butler's story and the word Innisfree. Now come to my life. I eat this, I have this memory. Memory can create inspiration. Inspiration can create something different. Okay. Now, no bite. To fault is sad. To fall. Okay. And Christopher said, you always have a pleasant channel. So if my sudden memory, I talk about the sudden memory. If my sudden memory inspire yours, this might change your day. Sometimes it change your day, and sometimes it change your life. You gotta create something famous. And William Butler said, if he didn't write down those words, the first line of the poem, years later, he cannot write the same thing. The poem, the rise rise, I will arise and go. Arise and go. Arise, I stand up and go. So simple word and it means a lot. And also very natural and very romantic and very simple. However, the meaning is amazing. Okay. Mm. So that simple story, I will arise and go to Innisfree. That is from a sudden memory. Okay, so and a small cabin built there of clay and wattle made. Nanbin row will I have there a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in a bee loud glade. Okay, so that's why I say the the simple sudden memory can change, can make something different. Okay, so 你好 my friend, good morning, you are amazing, 你好. So now I'm going to type in the chat how to write 你好. I'm going to type, I'm typing. Okay, so that is how. Look at my hand. 你 now 好. See what I wrote? Okay, let me continue eat. Otherwise, I'm going to eat as many hours for breakfast. 你好. Now, pork and soybean. I found a book, a new book. Not my book. The book, I'm not sure you know him or not. It is the poem for the is calligraphy for the poem. Let the people to copy it to write the same as this. I found this book. Is a calligraphy copybook. So calligraphy copybook. And this man's name, some people like him, some people don't. Chairman Mao. Some people like him, some people don't. Chairman Mao. And this is for the calligraphy copybook, so you can copy. And the reason I want to mention this, because I compose around 20 or 30. I compose a song, right? I compose like 20, 30. I need to check a song for his poem, Chairman Mao. And now I find the book. That's because I have some of the work related to him. So and when I see this calligraphy copybook, I take it out. It worth to let you know. I found the book. A lot of poem here. I compose the music. Okay. I also found the book in the bookshelf. I read the novel. It is the novel's name is The Mansion of Red Dream, or The Chamber of Red Dream in Chinese. It is a three book for the whole story. It is three book. The one story, because it's too thick, so it's three book. I found that. I compose 150 around. I need to check the exact number because I'm travel. I around 150 song. So if I play every day, it should be spent 5 months. And I have other thing to do. So I really need to figure out what is the order. But I take this opportunity, the breakfast, I share with you the book, Chairman Mao. Probably you know him. He's very famous. Oh, Brown. Hi, Brown. I see it. I found the calligraphy interesting. So since you gave me feedback, so I'm going to let you see closely. What is that? I composed the song for the song for his poem. Now I'm going to um I can talk about I can read one of the poem. I compose the song. But I want to make sure so when I read this song, when I read the poem write in up and down way, not left and right. Left and right. It's up and down. And also write from right to left. It's right from up and down and right to left. So I need to figure out. I cannot read from left to right. I need to write from the right to left, from up and to down. So Now I'm going to talk about this poem. It is Plum Blossom. It's all to plum blossom. I'm going to read in Chinese. Since you talk about the writing, calligraphy, copybook. Now I'm going to read one of it. Since it's a flower, not politics, because this is a leader of the the in the history. He's one of the leader. So this is a flower. So that's nothing not related to any politics. 风雪送春归，飞雪迎春到。已是悬崖百丈冰，犹有花枝俏。俏也不争春，只把春来报。待到山花烂漫时，它在丛中笑。Okay, so it is about the plum blossom. Okay, let me continue eat. Otherwise, I'm gonna eat many hours for the breakfast. Mm. Tastes so wonderful. Autumn plum blossom is a beautiful song. It's a beautiful rhythm. I intentionally stopped talking because I need to have my breakfast. Do you remember just now I mentioned about the sudden memory and inspiration? So if I inspire you, maybe you work hard, maybe you eat well. It's so wonderful. This one on the top probably is black, dark color. It is star anise. The star anise, there's 5, like the flower, there's 5 petal, like the 5. This is one of it. When I say star, you see 1. It's true, it is 1. But altogether, it is 5. And this morning, I do this live stream. Luckily, there's a sound. Yesterday, when I do the live stream, after like 15, 20 minutes, people told me no sound. That's not good. No sound. But today, it's good. There's a sound. Mm. Mm. Hi, Todd. Yesterday, I want to set up my machine, my device in the other room and play piano. Yesterday, I say I casually play because I move around. The line, the connection is not stable because I shake the device, whatever. Once I do that way, when it's not stable for whatever reason, the connection was stopped. And then I didn't continue. Connection was stopped. When I move the room and then move the equipment from one room to the other one, I adjust the height, I just make it lower or higher and put on the table and the keyboard. And then I broke the signal. The signal is broken. Just to let you know. Thank you. Todd. And Namaskar. Your name is hard for me to pronounce because it's not English and not Chinese. It's hard to pronounce. But the word you said seemed like a namaskar. Namaskar. I'm speaking in my parents' house in China. And today is July the 8th. Time now is 10:19 Beijing time. But I know if I was in US, it will be in the evening. It will be in the evening. And today my food is fried braised noodle. Inside the noodle have a green bean, and pork. Also today, my breakfast, bean milk. Very soft, warm, gentle, and comfort. It look like silky milk. Just now, my parents, they went out to do shopping, and I have not finished my breakfast. Now they went out do shopping, and I eat my breakfast. Silk milk, I'm not sure. I mean, the soy milk. The soy milk, I eat it a lot when I was a kid, when I was young. And now, when I eat it, it reminds me of my childhood. When I grow up, I drink the soybean and I drink milk every day too, almost every day. Milk. The milk, my parents' organization, they have the organization feed the cow. Feed the cow. So the milk is not from the store. Not from the store. The milk was directly from the cow, the real animal from the cow, not from the store. The organization feed the cow, and the organization have their own kindergarten. The kindergarten. So it's it's different from now. Gradually, a lot of things change. New building, new form of organization, private and government and state-owned. So the thing change. And also, the country do the reform, try different way. They try different way. The bean milk, the soy milk, is also good for the health. There's a protein. When I watch my parents, I see the bean milk is not one type of the bean. I see the bean, I see the yellow bean, I see red bean too, mixed together. So the red bean, yellow bean, maybe there's, there's peanut. I try to recall what kind of the, what is the milk. When I say soy milk, actually, it is not accurate. I see the peanut, the nut. I see the green bean. I didn't see green bean. I see the red bean and the yellow bean. Still, and peanut, and a little rice, and some other things. I cannot remember. But I think it is good for the health. It's good for health. Um, and when I see the this day, when I see William Butler Yeats, his poem, this is also some of the childhood memory was written into his poem. This poem, it expresses the author's yearning for the peaceful and self-sufficient life in nature. Contrasting the soothing memory of the small Irish island with the gray urban reality of city life. Okay, I think the city life is London or some other city life. The theme and the meaning of the poem. The theme of the poem: retreat to nature, retreat to the nature. The poem reflects a desire to escape the fast pace and artificiality of city life, especially the street of London, where Yeats was living when he wrote it. Okay, so he lived in a busy city, but he dreamed of the quiet place. It shares thematic similarities with Henry David Thoreau's Walden. The power of memory. When he write a poem, he remind of his childhood. So the power of memory. Innisfree. Innisfree. Innisfree is an actual uninhabited island in Lovegill, Ireland, where Yeats spent time as a boy when he was young, when he's little. The poem hints on the hinge on the tension between the speaker's physical presence, standing on gray urban pavement. Oh, so we use the gray, right? The gray pavement. It's not colorful. And their idealized spiritual home, which they hear in their deep heart core. And sensory detail. Yeats heavily exploit silent sound to evoke the island, painting a vivid picture of the location with references to the Be Loud Glade, Linnet Wen, and lake water lapping, linked together with nature. See, Be Loud Glade, lake water lapping. For deeper look into historical background of William Butler Yeats and the poem's ties to transcendentalism. So it's like a change from the nature to the city. So what is the main point for the Lake Isle of Innisfree? So it's a deep yearning desire to escape the exhausting gray reality of urban life in favor of peaceful, self-sufficient existence in nature. It contrasts the hustle of the city with the soothing, natural tranquility of Innisfree. So the power of the theme of the poem, escape from urbanity, nature, tranquility and simplicity, spiritual healing, nature, the power of memory. Even the poet is physically in the city. He carried the calming lap of lake water in a deep, hard core, suggesting that the peace can be found through our inner connection to nature. Deep, hard core. Deep, heart core. So, is there the Lake Isle of Innisfree? Is that real? Okay. So the Lake Isle of Innisfree is a small island located in Lough Gill. The island is famous for being an inspiration to Ireland, the great poet William Butler Yeats, and features in his poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree. Let's say the other way. Without this poem, probably this island, the lake, is not famous. I don't mean less famous. Because his poem, so people know it. Right now I know it. I never been there before. So here I have a question. The Lake Isle of Innisfree. What is the conclusion of the Lake Isle of Innisfree? The poem reveals the fantasy image of the dream, which depicts the life he want to live that way, the quiet life. He want to have that life. However, reality seemed to be opposite of what he dreams. Opposite. Here, just now I mentioned it. A sudden memory, what inspired Yeats to write Innisfree? What inspired him? What inspired him? A sudden memory of his childhood while walking down Fleet Street in London. In London, there's a street called Fleet Street in 1888. A sudden memory of childhood. He got this inspiration. Inspiration for the poem coming from a sudden memory of his childhood while walking down Fleet Street in London in 1888. Let me get more noodle. Let me get a little more noodle. I have already finished one bowl. It's empty. I'm gonna get a little bit more. It's empty. So let me get another bowl. Give me 1 second. Okay. 这个面吃完了是吧？这个面吃完了是吧？刚才不是放到那儿吗？我说来看看还有没有。这个搁到别的前面。哦。 Now I got another bowl. I'm not too hungry. When I eat, it's nice to eat, to finish it in a row, not to take a break while eating. When I wait, when I stop, I don't want to eat much. Probably I will not eat them all. Just now I was thinking eat more, but now I don't want to eat that much. I changed my mind. When I read the poem and talk about the childhood, in my mind, not in the reality now. It is in a long time ago. So when I stop, here again, I'm going to ask you this question. Is Innisfree a real place in Ireland? Yes. Innisfree is a real place. It is a small, uninhabited island located on Lough Gill in County Sligo, Western Ireland. Western Ireland. It was made famous. Originally, it is not that famous. Maybe nobody know it. It was made famous by Nobel Prize winning poet William Buster Yeats in his classic poem, The Lake Isle of Innisfree. So not that famous originally. However, depend on what brought the same to mind. You might be think of one of the other famous song or famous poem. Um, Mod Gun. Mod Gun is the woman Ye's love. I really wonder if he married or not. Mod Gun. I think that is a tragedy. William Butler Yeats' great lifelong muse and love was Maud Gonne. She was a fiercely independent English-born Irish revolutionary suffragette and actress. Though Yeats proposed to her multiple times across decades. She repeatedly rejected him and married someone else. Wow, that's so bad. That's so bad. This guy, Yeats, proposed to her multiple times across decades. Still, the woman repeatedly rejected him and married someone else. Wow, that's so sad. Ultimately, fueling his greatest romantic poetry, Yeats met Gonne in 1889 when she was 23, and she quickly became his obsessive infatuation. Wow, probably this guy never married. Probably the author never married. It's so sad. Infatuation, obsessive infatuation. That's a tragedy. Oh, that's so bad. Rejection. Gonne refused Yeats' marriage proposal in 1891, 1899, 1900, 1901. While she respected him, she could never commit to his romantic vision and prioritized her political activism over his lifestyle. That's very bad. I think the author never married. He won the Nobel Prize, but still the woman married somebody else. Gang refused Yeats' marriage proposal in 1891, 1899, 1900, 1901. While he respected him, he could never commit to his romantic vision and prioritized her political activism over his lifestyle. Oh, she doesn't like the romantic style. His masterpiece, her unrequited love, inspired some of Yeats' most enduring poetry, such as When You Are Old. Eight wishes for the close of heaven. The mother and daughter, after Gang married with Irish nationalist John McBride in 1903. Union Yeats bitterly opposite. I really feel that's a tragedy. Why the girl doesn't like him? A union Yeats bitterly opposed. The heartbroken poet shocked many by later proposing to Gang's daughter, Isolde. She also turned her down. Eventual marriage. Oh, probably she did get married. Yeats finally settled down at age 52, marrying the 25 years old Georgie Hyde Lees, with whom he shared a deep bond and interest in mysticism. Oh, he eventually got married. He got married. Okay, I try to see what happened. That's very interesting story. I'm glad he eventually found the people. They love each other. I'm glad this happened. Life sometimes is interesting. He did get married. He got married. But I still get a little I still get the a little shock about his life. Yeats finally settled down at age 52. He married a 25 years old girl in 1917. Okay, so still good ending. Still good ending. It's good ending. I'm glad it's a good ending. I like it. It's still good ending. William Butler Yeats was famous, and he was famously and obsessively in love with Maud Gonne, an English-born Irish revolutionary suffragette and actress. He fell in love at her at first sight in 1889, embarking on a lifelong, largely unrequited infatuation that heavily influenced his greatest poetry. The first meeting, Yeats met the 22 years old Gonne in January 1889 in Dublin, and was instantly captivated by her striking 6 foot tall. Wow, the girl is tall. Stature and intense energy. For a proposal, Yeats proposed marriage to Gonne at least 4 times. 1891, 1899, 1900, 1901. She rejected him every time, insisting they remain platonic friends. Shock married. I still feel this a little not smoothly. It's in 1903. Gone devastated Yeats by marriage. Major John McBride, a fellow Irish nationalist. The marriage was short-lived and abusive, leading to a bitter separation in 1905. Oh, so this girl's marriage is not a smooth marriage, not a happy. Seem like a not a happy marriage. A strange pivot in a bizarre turn of event. A 50-year-old Yeats later proposed to Maud's teenage daughter, Isolde Gone, who also turned him down. He eventually found stability by marrying George Hyde Lee in 1917. This marriage is very harsh. This marriage is very harsh. Brian, what are you doing today? I'm talking about the love story. I talk about now. The love story of William Butler Yeats. He fall in love a girl which is very attractive, around the 6 feet long, tall. The girl rejected her for proposal, at least for proposal. 1889, 1901, and some other two rejection. And William Butler Yeats, I think he was crazy at that moment. He proposed to the girl, to the lady's daughter. I'm a little confused. And the daughter refused her. And after many years, he married to a 25 years ago, something like that. Wow, that story is a lot of shock. The story is a lot of shock. I feel a little painful. I don't know why the lady. Oh, okay. So he said that he's too romantic. So the girl didn't like. He's very romantic, too romantic. Who was Maud Gonne? Reducing Maud Gonne to just a poet's muse. So this girl is very attractive. Ah. Maud Gonne To just a poet muse ignore her status as one of the most powerful and radical political force in modern Irish history. The English Harris. The English Harris, born Edith Mon Gang in Surrey, England. She was a wealthy daughter of British Army captain. Despite her British roots, witnessing the horrific eviction of a poor family during Ireland's landlord ridiculized her into an ardent Republican political activist, known by some as the Irish Joan of Arc. She was a founding member of Sinn Féin. She fiercely opposed British imperialism, agitated for Irish home rule. He and spent 6 months in Holloway prison for her activism. Champion of women, frustrated that mainstream nationalist group sideline women. He founded. He's a. So he's a person. She's a person. Has a lot of political activity. Champion of women. Frustrated that mainstream nationalism group sideline women. He founded This group successfully brought Irish women into frontline political activism, social reform, and the art. So probably in Butler is William Butler. Yeats is too romantic, and this lady she involved the political activity. So so she think the guy William Butler Yeats is too romantic. This group successfully brought Irish women into a frontline political activism, social reform, and the art. Actress. She was a talented performer and famously starred in a title role of Yeats' highly nationalistic play. Kathleen Nee Holohan in 1902. Secret personal life. Long for marrying McBride, she had a passionate secret affair with a married French right-wing journalist, Lucien Malevich, with whom she had 2 children, including Isolde. Also, her impact on literature. Gong once famously told Yeats, The world should thank me for not marrying you. Oh, I would never have helped you write your poem. Her rejection fueled Ye's creative hunger, prompting him to immortalize her as Helen of Troy in poem like No Second Troy. This is a very romantic story and a little sad, a little harsh. Her rejection fueled Ye's creative hunger, prompting him to immortalize her as Helen of Troy like no second choice. His masterpieces include When You Are Old and The Song of Wandering Angus were entirely inspired by his enduring heartache for her. If I would like, if you would like, I can share. Oh, so Gong said, the world should thank me for not marrying you because he writes an amazing poet. This story is really touching. Very touched story. Touching story. It is a very touching story. Propose 4 times. The woman reject him again and again. Still, the lady said, the world should thank me for not marrying you. I could never have helped you write your poetry. This lady do a lot of political activity, and William Butler Yeats, he's very romantic. I think they are totally different type of the person. That's why the lady probably, I don't know why the lady reject him. Probably that the author, the poet, is too romantic. Is too romantic. For the poem, When You Are Old, I also composed a song for When You Are Old. I composed that. I also composed a song for the Lake Isle of Innisfree. His heartbroken poem and some is a romantic poem, etc. I composed the song for his poem. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. When You Are Old, I composed a song for that poem too. The Lake Isle of Innisfree, yes, I composed a song for that one too. When I choose that poem, I compose the music. That word touches my heart. And I believe It touched other people's heart too. Not sure why. When I hear the love story, so many difficulty, the love story, it's really, I really think the he loved her. He loves her too much. He loved her too much. In a poem, it mentioned about a small cabin. What does the small cabin symbolized in a poem, Lake Isle of Infinite Free? The cabin on the lake symbolized the simple life, the small cabin, right? A simple life, a life free of distraction and troubles. Symbolize is an object that has a meaning larger than itself. Just as a cabin is simple, of clear water made, this life allow us to rely on nothing more than ourselves. So who is William Butler Yeats? So William Butler Yeats is a famous Irish poet. He is widely regarded as the poet most famous in Ireland. Ireland, as the most famous Irish poet. In history, he was a pivotal figure in the 20th century literature landscape, a leader of Irish literary revival, and became the first Irishman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1923. William Yeats takes the top spot historically. Several other Irish poets enjoy massive global fame. When I read their love story, it make me feel sad. And this lady died on work as a nursing volunteer during the Irish Civil War, and died on 27th of April 1953, aged 87, and is buried in Republican plot in Glasgow. During the 1901 census, Morgan was on lecture tour in America with her husband. Major John McBride. I want to see. When. I want to see when. Yeats died. Oh, 1939. 1939. 1939. When I read other people's life, we spend like 10-20 minutes. We study their life. Look like a movie. Yeats filled the proposal for 4 times, at least 4 times. And look like we are spend like 10-20 minutes and view their life. It's a little difficult time. And eventually the guy died 1939, and the lady died in 1953. So the lady died in his 80 years old, 87 years old. And the girl died in the girl died in his 87 years old, and the guy died at age 73. Oh, so that is but still good ending. But yet still have a good ending. He found his love with a girl younger than him. Still a good ending. And they have two children. One died in 2001. The other one died 2007. Okay. Not bad. Still good. Still not bad. Still good ending. Not that bad. Not too bad. That's fine. I feel a little better. Okay, I think that's all for today. I'm a little. I'm glad I go over his life, the poet life, and his love story for proposal to a girl and got rejected at least 4 times. The proposal got rejected at least 4 times, and eventually he still married a girl much younger than him, and they have 2 children. And I think that's not too bad. That's fine. I think that's good. I'm glad I go deeply. I dig into his love story. In the past, to be honest, I pay attention on the poem, sorry. And I composed a song for When You Are Old. It touched my heart. But right now, I know he loved the girl rejected him. And then another proposal rejected again, and rejected at least 4 times. And when you are old, I composed a song. Right now, I know the story behind the scene. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I noticed it. I'm glad I noticed it. People might curious. Why did Morgan not marry Yeats? Morgan didn't marry Yeats because he believed his tragic, unrequited love for her was essential to his art. Was essential to his art. Morgan didn't marry William Butler Yeats because she believed his tragic, unrequited love for her was essential to his art. Once famously telling him, poetry should never marry. The world should thank me for never having accepted his proposals. Furthermore, she felt she wasn't radical enough in his Irish nationalism and was deeply opposed to his unwillingness to convert to Catholicism. Okay. Oh, I got it. I try to think about the reason why he did it this way. The inscription on the grave of the renowned Irish poet William Butler Yeats reads, Cast a cold eye, cast a cold eyes on life, on death, horsemen pass by. This iconic line are self-penned epitaph, epitaph taken from the final stanza on his poem, Under Ben Baoben. He specifically requested no marble, no conventional phrase, and he is buried in the churchyard of St. Columba's Church in Drumcliff. Country Sligo, a location closely associated with Yeats country. Okay. Um, I think I have this. I composed a song for this poem too. But I need to check. 8. The 8 wishes for the close of heaven. Did I compose a song for this poem? It's a breathtakingly romantic poem. What is the main point of the Lake Isle of Innisfree? A deep yearning desire to escape the exhausting gray reality of urban life in favor of a peaceful, self-sufficient existence in nature. It contrasts the hustles of a city with soothing natural tranquility of Innisfree. Okay. So here I have a question. Why is the Lake Isle of Innisfree so popular? Come in the chat and share with us your thought. The Lake Isle of Innisfree not only reflects youthful aspiration, but also resonates with the theme of solitude and a deep connection to the nature, making it a poignant work within his literary legacy. Okay. What is a metaphor in the Lake Isle of Innisfree? The William Butler is the Lake Isle of Innisfree, the most prominent metaphor is the veil of morning. Its implicity, it implicitly compare the morning mist, fog, or dew to delicate fabric. This implies an ethereal soft barrier between the author, between the speaker, and the natural world, emphasizing the island serenity. Okay, the view of the morning. Other notable metaphors and metaphorical concept used by Yeats to convey the speaker's emotion and spiritual longing include peace comes dropping slow. The piece comes dropping slow. And this describes peace as a physical liquid object that gradually drips down, much like a gentle rain, dew, and morning mist. Peace come, dropping slow. The B loud glade. Glade. Glade, an open space in a forest. The B loud glade, the open space in the forest. A condensed way to represent an entire nature. Protective sanctuary filled with life and soothing. Harmonious sound standing in direct contrast to the artificiality of the city. The island itself, Innisfree, act as an extended metaphor or personal utopia. It doesn't just represent a physical location in country's legal, but serve as a symbol for inner peace, emotional escape, and harmony. The land itself. So, do you have this experience when before you know the background, you read a romantic story, and once you know it, that poem, maybe like when you are old, is come from the guy got a rejection from the proposal, and then he created a beautiful poet. Uh, I have different feeling. I still feel love is beautiful, but once I know story, I feel slightly different. It's a sad story at the beginning, but it's a good ending. Eventually, he got a got a girl much younger than him. Still good ending. That's fine. Um, I'm glad eventually he got it. So before we end this session, I'm going to let's go over the poem again. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattle made. 9 rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow. And I shall have some peace there, for peace come dropping slow. Dropping from the view of the morning to where the cricket sing. Their midnights all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow. An evening full of the linnet's wing. I will rise and go, for always night and day. I hear lake water lapping with low sound by the shore. Where I stand on the roadway or on the pavement gray, I hear it in the deep heart's store. It's a very good poem. Once I read it again, I still feel my heart get touched. I still feel this way. Let me redo this poem. Let's enjoy the beautiful love story and the beautiful song, Dreaming Romantic with a Heart. The Lake Isle of Innisfree by William Butler Yeats. I will rise and go now and go to Innisfree. And a small cabin built there of clay and water made. 9 bean rolls will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace come dropping slow, dropping from the view of the morning to where the cricket sings. Their midnights all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening falls of linnet's wings. I will rise and go, for always night and day. I hear lake water lapping with low sound by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement graze, I hear it in the deep heart's core. Oh, very very touching. Okay, I think for this session, I'm gonna stop here. A love story. Oh, get 4 proposals, get rejected. 4 marriage proposal, get rejected. And when he was 52 or 53 years old, and he found a girl, and get married. But that's good ending. That's good. I like good ending. Okay. I think that's all for today. And before we end, now I'm going to just for the first, let me do it again. The first verse. I will rise and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and water made. 9 bean rolls will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. Okay, so any questions? Welcome to join. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Okay. Any questions? I might do another live stream for the lunch. That's what I think. I'm a little tired. See I'm a little tired today. I will rise and go to Innisfree in a small cabin built there, clay of wattles made. None being raw will I have there a hive for the honeybee, and a life alone and live alone in the bee loud glade. Any questions? Welcome to join. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. I'm going to the other live stream. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.